How's it going, guys? It is Joey with Above the Stigma. And first, I want to start by saying thank you for all of you that are just fucking brave enough to share your stories and the messages I receive from you guys of your experiences and where you've gotten to from that point and things that have helped you along the way and just finding power in taking control over your own life. And that's what this whole thing is finding different ways of coping and just feeling empowerment of being true to your whole story, accepting your whole self. And that's what I literally love this. And yes, some of my videos are very hard to watch, and some of them are very empowering. Some of them are just, I'm gonna check in with you guys. We're gonna keep just going through every single day, because every day is a roller coaster of emotions for a lot of us. And you guys are just awesome, literally every single one of you guys. And together, there is zero doubt in my mind that we are really gonna break this stigma and allow us to feel good with having a voice. Allow us to say that I'm not having a great day. I'm not having a great week. My marriage has been really stressful. My work has been taking over my life. My parent-in-laws I just don't get along with them, and it is frustrating. Or my dog keeps pissing in the house, and it is driving me nuts to the point where I am just stressing, or my medication is just not what it needs to be at, and I feel like I'm spiraling. But it doesn't matter what stressors or what chemical imbalance you're struggling with. If you find some way to find empowerment in having a voice, being able to voice that, hey, I'm not doing all right, but don't stop there. This isn't about just stopping there. It's oh, I found my voice, that's it. No. You've put into the universe that you're upset, or you've put into the universe that you're not okay. Now, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You have to commit to having a mental well-being that's gonna be sufficient for you, that's gonna be acceptable for you. Because what I find acceptable for my life is going to be completely different for you. And so along this journey, we're going to be finding more and more ways and bringing out more and more ways where, hey, this works for me. It might not work for you, but this works for me. But then you got the person next to you that it works for them. Then you share what works for you, and it works with the other person next to you. And that's what this is we're just going to build this community of a sense of that we all belong here, and we all deserve to feel like we're being listened to, and we have this brotherhood of trust, of judgment-free. And if you ever get to that point where you've talked about it, we break that barrier of, oh, I can't talk about it, and then once we break through that first barrier, it's phenomenal. First of all, congratulations. Owning up to your own story is a wonderful accomplishment all in itself, and I wish I can just give you a fucking hug and a giant high five, but Corona says we can't do that yet. So later I will give you your air five and your invisible hug. But no, that's phenomenal. You've got through the first phase. But now it's about consistent action. And if you ever get to that point where you do need to talk to a mental health professional, like, that's not what we're trying to stray away from. Some individuals refuse to get help because of the stigma of it shows weakness. No, I go to therapy, I take medication, I also practice different practices of keeping my mental health very positive. I take care of my body, I take care of my mind. I am constantly learning, I am constantly trying new things, and constantly surrounding myself with myself, because for a long time I was not okay being by myself. But what that was doing is that was allowing me to take in others' energy, and then when I felt like I was using them, even though essentially I was, once I got a bigger picture of what I was doing and how I wasn't okay with being by myself, so I needed them near me, I pushed them away. And when you push people away after you let them in like that, all you do is hurt people. And for me, that unhealthy cycle was I was allowing people to come in just so I could push them away. Come in, push away. Come in, push away. And a lot of people have gotten hurt this way. And working to that point of breaking the cycle, because that cycle will literally overcome your life, and it will just take over everything that you see is a possibility, because you see yourself in one way now, because you just are in this constant cycle of, okay, I can't talk about it, but I can't be by myself, and then so I can't be by myself, so I need to have someone there. But once you feel like that person's getting too close, it'd probably be best if I talked about it, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't want them to view me in a different way. Then from there, you end up just leaving, or just being a different person to them. So now they see you in a different way, and it's like, now it's just easier for your escape plan. And that's not healthy. So we are going to continue with the positivity, and we are going to continue with growing and working on our own selves of what coping mechanisms are we using to ensure that we're not just relying on medication. I promise you guys, medication isn't a cure for all. You need to make your mental health a lifestyle. If you do not, one way or another, you're gonna feel that little crack in the wall, and it's gonna keep getting bigger, 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 and next thing you know, your foundation is shot, and you are just gonna allow that broken foundation to show in very negative ways, because you haven't accepted being yourself. You haven't allowed someone to see your true self. So let's normalize this conversation. Let's normalize that acceptance of, hey, I might need to talk to a professional. Let's normalize, if you need more help, please do so. If you need help walking up to your therapist's office, contact me. I don't know where you live. If you're close enough, I will walk you there. If you don't live close enough, FaceTime me. I will gladly give you my number, and I will be there every step of the way. Because that walk sucks. That walk sucks sometimes, but when you start normalizing that walk of, this is going to be better for me in the long run, the more acceptance to the fact that you have a possibility of being your best self. And for a lot of us, that is not always evident. That's not always a very clear picture, but It is true, guys. You guys are all rock stars. You guys are all possible of great things. You guys are wonderful friends, parents, sons, and co-workers. Let's continue that, and let's continue being our best selves, because at the end of the day, that's all we have. We have ourselves, and how the world views us can really play a part with how you've allowed the world to view you. Now, do me a favor, break that cycle and watch you change the world day by day, person by person. So thank you guys for listening today. I'm excited, and I am forever grateful for all of you, your kind words of reaching out or sharing stories. And once the platform is out, it will give you guys that voice. And if you want to stay anonymous, you can stay anonymous, and just share your story. Share your true self. Step outside of this box that you've created, or this image that you've created of yourself, but allow yourself to be a whole being for one moment, and allow that sprout to grow. Because you guys are all so amazing. You guys are all so powerful in your own ways. And I want to see you all make a positive impact in every single one of your lives. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.